This full-size keyboard will change the way you type. Let's check it out. Dave Taylor here, checking out this. This is the Adesso EasyTouch 1500 Ergonomic Mechanical Keyboard. Now, mechanical is important because it's not a membrane keyboard, which means it's a little noisier, but it has a much longer distance that the key depresses, and in my experience, it gives you better, faster, and more comfortable typing. You'll notice also that it's split so that your hands are at a better angle when you're typing, which also not only speeds up your typing, but it will also leave your hands feeling a bit better after an intense period of writing or whatever else you're doing. So, it's a 104 key US layout, and it's using cherry red mechanical switches. Now, if you've never gotten into the world of mechanical keyboards, there are different kind of switches, and that's the part that's like underneath the key. So when you push on it, that's the part that's actually sensing the keystroke. And there are different kinds of mechanical ones, and Cherry is one of the best companies in the industry. I've reviewed Cherry keyboards, so it's fun to see Adesso licensing that technology. Cherry uses different color codes for the different styles. So red is a specific kind of switch. But rather than me telling you, let me just show you a close-up of how the key goes down and comes up again. This is a very festive RGB lighting mode, but I want to show you how much the keys go down when you push them. There is a lot of play on these keys, but the typing experience is quite good. Just as importantly, it has a lot of connectivity options. It actually works wired, and it includes a USB-A to USB-C wire. It can work wirelessly with a dongle, and I have a dongle plugged into my Acer. There you go. So here's its 2.4 gigahertz dongle that actually fits on the back of the keyboard if you're not using it, but I am using it. We'll do a demo in a minute. And you can also switch it to Bluetooth. And if you're using it in Bluetooth mode, it can simultaneously be connected or paired to 3 different Bluetooth devices. And you switch, everything's with like function keys. So function 1 is Bluetooth connection 1, function 2 is Bluetooth connection 2, and so on. So all of this is actually remarkably easy to work with, and there's just one switch at the back, as you can see in this close-up. You can even see the dongle on the left. On the right-hand side is that USB-C, which you can use to connect it as a wired keyboard, or because it has a battery, you can use that to charge it. So really super convenient. One of the things I'm going to call out is that it has a co-pilot key, so it makes it really easy so that when you push that button, Copilot launches. So if you're getting into that AI world, that's a really nice feature. It also has really cool RGB lighting. And to show that off, let's turn off the lights. Now I'm going to use function left arrow, and that changes lighting modes. And as you can see, there are a lot of options. And it's pretty darn cool, actually. I gotta say, I really like these light up keyboards with RGB. It's very festive. There are some subtle differences in keyboard layout between Mac and Windows, and you can switch between the two by using function M. You just hold that for 3 seconds. As I said, that's very typically how you interact with the keyboard. And let's see, you can use the VIA app. It's an open source app. There's Mac and Windows versions. There's even a web-based version. And you can use that to customize some of the keyboard layout and functionality. You can also go and adjust the backlighting if you want. They are hot swappable keys. That's part of what they get for that cherry red mechanical switch technology. So you can literally pop off a key if you want to buy a different color key set, or even customized individual keys. You can do that and just swap them without having to take the keyboard apart. Really nice for those of you that are kind of hardcore gamer keyboard types. It's a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, which gives you somewhere around 20 to 30 days of average use. So every so often, it's going to start flashing one of the keys and you'll be like, what does that mean? Oh, it means it's low on battery. And I've found the easiest way to check battery level is to connect it via Bluetooth, and then whatever device you've connected it to, look on that device to see battery level. Now, having said that, let's try this. So first off, I want to go into Bluetooth mode, which is switching the key on this side. And then I'm going to actually pair it with my Google Pixel 9. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go into screen recording. Now, with that ready to go, we're going to go onto the keyboard and I'm going to press function 1 for a couple of seconds. And what's happening now is that it is in Bluetooth pairing mode and it's going to assign the connection that I make to slot 1. So now I'm going to go into pair new device and the EasyTouch 1500 is here. I'm going to pair with it. Let's see. I don't think it needs to access my call log, so we don't need to do that. And connecting, so 77% battery. As I said, that's the easiest way to do that. But now let's go into a Notes app. Let's see here. Keep notes, that looks likely. And I'm going to go here and we'll just see. So you can see it's starting to work. Let's keep that recording up. And I'm just going to go onto the keyboard and just real quickly, we will back up and this is. That is pretty easy and pretty fast, and you might be pretty good at swiping or tapping on your keyboard, but I think this might be the win. So as you can see, super easy to work with. So now let's switch to wired mode, and to do that, I just switch this across, and now I'm going to open up my Acer, and this is an Acer Copilot Plus Windows machine. So I've already plugged in the dongle. And if this is working, let's see. So this is working fine via the dongle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here so you can see. Of course, I can't, but I'm going to just wing it. I will, let's see. I think that got rid of everything on the screen. And now not sure if you got that, but you could certainly see that it is catching every key as I'm typing it, and it's also giving you a demonstration of the sound level of the keys on the keyboard. So it's a little clickety-clackety, but to me, this is a great win. And I'm gonna go ahead and close this up. And when I'm done, all I have to do is pop out that dongle and then put it back in its little storage spot here. And we're good to go. So now, of course, since I'm not using either device, I'm going to just move that switch into the middle. And that's really everything you need to know. So it does come with a quick start guide. You'll probably want to read through this because it shows a lot of those function keys. But I'm a big fan. I really like having a full-size keyboard available and the ergonomics of my wrists not having to be like this, but being able to be more like that is substantial. If you've been typing a lot on a daily basis for years, you have issues probably with your carpal tunnel or repetitive stress or something. I've seen people in serious pain because of that. So something like an ergonomic keyboard can make a significant difference, and it just has a really nice feel to it. Now, dimensions-wise, it is pretty hefty. It is 21 inches by 9 inches by 2 inches. And it's 3.5 pounds. And then on the back, there are feet, so you can adjust it. There's 2 levels of feet you can pick, and you can do it so that it tilts further this way, or you can tilt it further that way, depending on which one you prefer. And that's everything. It does have a wrist rest, and that's built in, and it has some softness to it. Not a lot, but enough that it's actually very comfortable. And really, ultimately, that's what this is about. This is about taking that square little keyboard on your laptop or the old keyboard that you got for free with your desktop computer and giving you a bigger, wider, more functional keyboard. And I really like that I can use this in wired mode, and that's just great. But when I need to, I can unplug it and either plug in a dongle or go ahead and use it in Bluetooth mode and have all the same functionality and all the same ergonomics. I mean, because you eventually get really comfortable with a specific keyboard layout. And you can do all of that at at whatever your situation requires. So whatever's most convenient, this makes it really, really easy to work with. And in terms of the keyboard layout, this is a classic QWERTY keyboard layout. There's no surprises here. I like that there's spacing between things. So like the cursor keys are in their own zone, and then there's the number pad. So if you're doing data entry, people that do a lot of like spreadsheet data entry love their little keypad rather than having the numbers along the top. This is so much faster to enter data. And then there's this grouping of function keys. And of course, there's that Copilot key because, hey, we're all getting into AI at this point. So that's everything I wanted to share with you. I think this is a solid option. It's a little spendy, but a little bit of an investment in a keyboard makes a world of difference for your data entry. So it's definitely one to consider, Mac or PC or mobile devices or all of the above. It supports everything. That's pretty handy. I do want to talk about price. Before we get to price, I'm going to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Click or tap on that subscribe button, hit that bell icon for notifications, and give me a thumbs up if you found this of value. Excellent. This is the Adesso EasyTouch 1500 Ergonomic Mechanical Keyboard, and it is $149.99 at Amazon.com. So that is a little bit spendy as keyboards go, but it gives you a really, really nice upgrade. If you're used to the little membrane keyboards on laptops like this Acer or a MacBook Air or something, this is a whole different experience. Give yourself a couple of days to get used to it, but man, once you get used to it, you'll be typing faster on this than you ever did on your previous keyboard. That's what I got. Hope to catch you in my next video.